Joining us this afternoon is a sports veteran, sports journalist, and of course, programs manager of Wazobia FM, Port Harcourt. That's talking about China. Acheru joins us this afternoon. Good afternoon to you, and compliments of the season.
Good afternoon, Favor. Compliments of the season to you.
Yeah, I mean, this time it's always fun and fair, but I'm in Lagos, you're in Port Harcourt, so I think I missed out from that. But nevertheless, whatever it is, I know. Let's go straight to the conversation. I mean, I know you're friends with, or you know Eguma very well. You've also seen how Yemi Olanrewaju took over from Finidi George and then began to do his stuff and his runs with Enyimba until the sack came. I would like to ask, what factors do you think led to Enyimba's poor run of form and the decision to part ways with coach Yemi Olanrewaju, despite his past contributions to the club? Do you think Enyimba pulled the trigger too early, looking at the statistics and knowing fully well that the outstanding matches might shoot Enyimba, if they win, to maybe second or third on the log?
I think Enyimba needed a fall guy. They needed someone they could blame for what they call poor run of form. I don't think Enyimba had a poor run of form. Maybe the champions in the CAF Confederation Cup they did, which is natural with Nigerian clubs, but not in the NPFL. They had 4 games in hand, which, like you said, if they had played those 4 games, not saying they'll win all of them, but they would have moved to maybe top 4, which is not bad. But the management needed someone to blame, and Yema was bottom of the food chain, and they sacked him. But you cannot love the club more than those that run the club. So I want to believe that what they did in the best interest of the club. Now, but they're going from Finidi George to Yemi Olanrewaju to Stanley Eguma. Really, I don't know what their plans are, but I can't wait to see how it works out for them.
All right, Stanley Eguma, I mean, considering his past success and failures, as alike, of course, with Rivers United and his previous time out with Enyimba Football Club, some would say is one of the long-standing coaches we have in the Nigeria Premier Football League. And looking at a team like Enyimba, some have said Yema, or Coach Yemi Olanrewaju, is too young to coach a team like Enyimba. And bringing Stanley Eguma into the hands of affairs of Enyimba, do you think that with his pedigree, with what he has done in the past, he'll be able to stable the ship, or it will just be a case of, moving from fry pan to fire?
Eguma has been in the Nigerian coaching scene for about 24 years, right now, about 24 years. In that time, he had won the FA Cup with Dolphins in 2001. He had won the league with Dolphins in 2011. I had won the league with Rivers United. I think that was in 2020 or 2021. So he has 3 trophies to his name in 24 years. Now, when I said moving from Finidi to Yema to Eguma, I was not suggesting that Eguma is a bad coach. I was not suggesting. I was talking about the style and mentality of the coaches. That was what I was talking about. The style and mentality of the coaches. Eguma brings a different style that is total opposite to what we saw Enyimba play when Finidi was coach and Yema was coach. Now, why did they panic? Was it because we are not doing well in Africa? No Nigerian club will do well in Africa. We know that already. No Nigerian club will do well in Africa. Was it because we are not doing well in the league? Were they really not doing well in the league? Because they have 4 games in hand. Like I said, for whatever it was worth, they needed to blame someone. I'm aware that Enyimba players are sat Friday, unless something happened between Friday and now. I'm aware that Enyimba players are not being paid at least a month's salaries going into Christmas. They haven't been paid. I'm aware of the issue of match bonuses at Enyimba. I'm aware of an Enyimba player paying. It's a mess. What's going on in that club is a total mess. So they hit Yema to make it look like they've hit the source of their problems. And that's why I said, I want to see how it works for them. Eguma will bring in the Nigerian coaching mentality into that team. That's what Eguma will bring in. Mark you, what we had under Finidi and Yema, we are not the Nigerian coaching mentality. But what works for you? You want to play fancy football, or you want to just get your 3 points and walk away? So with Eguma, there will be no fancy football. I assure you, there will be no fancy football. There will be none whatsoever. Will Enyimba win with Eguma? It depends on what happens on match day and his luck. Enyimba will win games here and there, but like I said, we'll wait and see how that works out for them. We'll just wait.
Good afternoon, China. I would love to ask you. I'd love to ask you. Do you think that the Nigerian coaching system, especially in the Nigeria Premier Football League, has set up young coaches to fail, especially when they take on traditional clubs like Enyimba? Because in the 20 league system, when you look at the 20 clubs, you wouldn't see a lot of young coaches. And even when you see the young coaches moving up the rank, it's not looking like they are given enough time to actually hold the ship and steady the ship.
I may not agree with that. When Rangers won the league in 2016, their first title in 30-something years, their coach was Imama Mapakabo. He was one of those young coaches in the league. The current Rangers coach who won the league with them last season, Fidelity Dechukwu, is one of the young coaches in the league, right? Now we have Finidi at Rivers United, even for the league title. He's one of the young coaches in the league. So I don't believe that young coaches cannot do well with the traditional clubs. They can. Again, if you're going to judge Yema and Enyimba based on the current standing on the table, you can say, well, that's not good enough for Enyimba. When you consider that he has 4 games in hand, he's not going to lose all 4 games. So I looked at the league table even before Yema's sack was announced, and I said, look, Enyimba could be in top 4 by the time they play these games. So there was no crisis in Enyimba as regards performance or result. There was no crisis. The team was playing well. We are beginning to enjoy watching Enyimba again. Forget about on the continent. Nigerian clubs cannot do anything decent on the continent. I'm talking about in the league. We are beginning to enjoy Enyimba play some good football again. And I think the results are coming in. So the question now is, was he sacked because of the poor performance on the continent, or because of their league result? That's what I want to hear. Because it can't be for the league. If it was because of their poor performance on the continent, tell me what Nigerian club, under what coach, will play well and win well on the continent? Which one has done it in the past 10 years? Let's ask ourselves those questions. So that's why I think they needed a fall guy to make it look like they are solving their problems. And Enyimba's problems go beyond coaching, it goes beyond performance, it goes beyond result. Enyimba's problem is management, it's administration. That's what the problem is. It's management and administration. And you can bring any coach you want. As long as you have that management team in place at Enyimba, it will be same old, same old.
All right, China Acheru, while you're still with us, let's quickly look at the results from the NPFL from yesterday. That's, of course, on Sunday. A series of matches were played. We had away wins in some. El Kaneme defeated Kano Pillars 1-0. Niger Tornadoes lost home to Enugu Rangers 1-0. Sunshine Stars lost 2-1 away at Ikorodu City. Katsina United defeated Nasarawa United 1-0. Lobi Stars played out a goalless draw against Heartland FC, and Rebel Stars defeated Akwa United 2-1. And later today, we get to see Rivers United. They play host to Plateau United in a crucial encounter on Monday, right there in Rivers State. China would also look at the match day 19 fixtures. Fidelis Dechukwu came back to the team, was able to pick at the waypoint. Stanley Eguma came back to Rebel Stars. He was able to also pick up a home win. And Rivers United played today. If they win with a better goal difference, they might be on top heading towards the new year.
Yeah, it has been musical chairs at the top of the table between Rivers United and Remo Stars. And it's going to be, I think, it's going to be a close battle. Like I see Shooting Stars in 3rd place. Shooting Stars have not dropped points in December, which is not bad for them from the 5 games they played in December. But if you ask me, whatever title race this will be, if there's going to be a title race, it's going to be between Remo Stars and Rivers United. I would have thought Enyimba would have been in it, or Rangers bring their hopes alive without away winning Mina. But Rangers have not really been domineering at home in Enugu. They've dropped points here sometimes in Enugu too. So I'll be looking at between Remo Stars, Rivers United, and maybe Eguma coming into Enyimba. If they can get, some decent results from their 4 outstanding games, Enyimba can be in for the title race too. But for last weekend's games, yes, I was really surprised with Rangers winning at Tornadoes. I was surprised about that. I didn't expect it. Remo Stars winning against Aqua United. The question for that game is not really how good Remo Stars is. We know they are a good team. It goes beyond how good they are. It's about how bad Aqua United has been this season. They've been terrible this season, and they are hogging relegation. If they're not careful, they will play NPFL football next season.
All right, talking about Aqua United, they escaped relegation last season, and now this season they are currently around the 19th position. Yes, 19th position for Aqua United. And China, like you just mentioned, they might not play top football next season, but they have the international, not international break, that I beg to say, the transfer window open soon, the mid-season transfer window. Do you think that they can survive the drop? I mean, knowing fully well that we hear that Kennedy Boboye is close to joining the club. We also hear that Yemi Olanrewaju has been reached out to. So either of these coaches might just be the next coach of Aqua United.
Well, to be fair to Aqua United, they have 19 points. And the club in 16th position has 20 points. So they just need 1 point to step out of relegation zone. So a run of 5 good games, a decent 5 good game run can take them way clear of relegation zone. Some time ago, it was Heartland in that zone. Then earlier in the season, it was the Ikorodu United in that zone. But look at the Ikorodu United, they're in 6th place now. So they just need a good run, 5 games, maybe 3 home wins and 2 away draws or whatever. For 5 game run, and they're out of relegation zone. So they're not too deep in it. They're really not too deep in it. So if they're going to use the transfer window, they're going to make coaching changes, either Kennedy Boboye or Yemi Olanrewaju. It's still within their hands. They're not far from safety right now.
All right, thank you very much, China Acheru, for your quality time. I want to say thank you for being part of the show with your in-depth analysis, and we look forward to, of course, today's game between Rivers United and Plateau United. And we like the title race as it's going. And we hope that the best team at the end of the season will win the title. Thank you very much for coming through.
Pleasure is mine, Favor.